Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ruby. Welcome. In this video I did an easy blue look inspired by spring coming soon. Within like the next few weeks, hopefully I'm ready for the cold to go away and have a little bit of warmth. I live in Arizona, so I like 80-degree weather. I know some people don't, but I mean, having 60-degree weather, 75 would be perfect right now. I'm tired of wearing sweaters, and I don't even like sweaters. So I don't even wear it mostly, but I don't even go out or anything because I'm always cold. But if you want to see how I got this look and have a little chit chat with me, please keep on watching. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Elsie and Alondra BFF palette by BH Cosmetics, and I'm inspired by spring because it's around the corner pretty soon and I'm excited. So these colors were like calling my name, and I wanted to do like a little get ready look with those colors. So we're gonna start with the Malibu, which is this one, and I'm gonna put it all over the crease. Colors are so pigmented. I just have concealer on my lid, and I'm gonna put it all over. This color's so pretty. I never use colors like these. I know I always say that, but I don't. I'm gonna start though. This is I don't do my makeup, like I don't even go out anymore. But I wanted to do a little chit chat, get ready with me. And talk a little bit about my past relationships, like in the past that didn't work out, and why I think they didn't work out, and what I'm doing different now, just so I can make sure I'm in a healthy relationship. I am gonna be 27 years old this year, and I don't want anything more than a healthy relationship, just because I've been in toxic relationships before, relationships where didn't work out because of me, because I didn't know what I want, because I was childish, because I was a toxica, and I just want to flare it out a little bit. So in the past I would say I've had 3 real relationships, and then this one would be my 4th. My first one didn't work out because I didn't trust him. And I was really new to dating. I was 17 and he was, this is crazy. Looking back, I'm like, what the heck was I doing? I was 17, 16, and he was 20, 21. So he was way older than me, and he had already experienced experienced certain things, and just his vibe for some reason. I am getting a little bit of fallout. And just his vibe, his persona, he was really outgoing and stuff. So that made me a little bit like insecure, I would say. And I was little, so I wanted all the attention to myself. I didn't know how the relationship worked. Like, that was my first relationship ever. And we didn't go, well, obviously, like, we didn't go to school together, so he would be at work, or I don't know, I just felt like too little for him. So I felt like, oh my gosh, like, he's gonna leave me for somebody his age. So that would make me like super insecure and acting all jealous, and I would say crazy. But like, we would fight a lot too. I don't even know why we would be fighting a lot. But I always wanted to break up with him. Like, my communication was bad. I didn't want to resolve anything. He was really nice, but he did have his like angry side too. And then so we didn't work out. We got to the point where it got like a little bit physical, and he would like push me around and like pull me, and it got like it got bad. So then we broke up, and that was that. But even from that relationship, I didn't learn like from my mistakes. I didn't see that I was wrong or anything. I would say que me va a querer así, si no, well, you know. But it honestly, like in my current relationship, I've realized that I've had to change a lot of things, like in a good way, mostly like be more patient, not be ready like to fight for every little thing. And I just feel like, okay, and then we're gonna use the James palette. I'm gonna go with this darker blue. This one in the middle. I use the same mirror because no puedo ver. I don't have my contacts on. Oh, I'm gonna put it like a little bit below. Guys, I'm just going with the flow. I don't know, like I don't have a pre-look in my head, or I haven't done this before. And I'm using the same fluffy brush. I'm just doing slightly circular motion. I should have gotten like a tinier one, but I like how these colors are like blending together. Oh, and I was really rude. I would shut down, and if you didn't like it, well, there was the door, and I would always like push them away and stuff. And then once they did leave, then I would be all sad and heartbroken, but it was me who drove them away, you know, instead of communicating, instead of saying what was wrong. And I never thought I was in the wrong, you know. And then the same like with my the guy I dated after him, he was like way older than me. I think I had a thing for older guy, which is crazy because now my current boyfriend, he's like a few months younger than me. But the other guy, he was like really busy with work, and he's a whole not another story. But like with him, I don't know. I just didn't really feel anything, so I was just basically using him to get over like my ex and stuff. So I don't even know if to count him as a kind of relationship, because we've only dated probably like 3 months or less than that. I really don't remember. And I was 18. And then after that, I didn't date until I was 22. And that was with my ex-boyfriend. And then with him, like, a lot of things would irritate me. And I, like, wanted to change the person, even though, like, you can't change a person. You just work through it and go from there, you know? And what I've learned from, like, the past experiences is that respect is key. We say, like, oh, well, I do respect this person, but respect comes in a lot of different forms, such as like taking their feelings under consideration. Before I'm like, I'm my own person, I do whatever the heck I want and go from there, you know? Which I'm not saying to like do whatever they tell you and be submissive if that's not the vibe that you are, but I'm gonna use this one. But just take them into consideration. Once you date somebody, it's no longer just all about you and your needs and your wants. It has to do with the person you're dating, to what they want, where they see themselves, their beliefs. Because now it's 2 of you guys. And of course, you're not dating somebody that's identical to you, because there's no one in the world like you. And that's where the challenge comes, because it's two different like characteristics and wants and needs, and not everybody, not you and your partner have the same love language, and it's just understanding what you guys both want out of the relationship. I know once you're with the person, you get very comfortable and you start like, I don't know, I've seen some relationship, and if that's your kind of relationship, like I understand that, but sometimes it gets to a little bit much to where like you give them the right to disrespect you, you know, when they're like, oh fuck you, no fuck you, oh you bitch, and that's like your partner, that's your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and then you just get them comfortable with the fact that it's okay for them to call you those names. It's okay for them to cuss you out when they're mad or when they're not mad. Like, I think boundaries need to be set, because when they do cuss at you, you guys are upset, like it's gonna turn into a bigger thing, you know? And everybody has like a different kind of relationship and how they want to be treated, how they want to talk. But I think if you give them the ability to like disrespect you and call you names like that, that has a lot to do in the long run. And then that's how your kids grow up too. I know not everybody, oh I like it, I know not everybody has like that lovey-dovey relationship, and you don't have to, but just have a certain standard and like draw a line where like, no, you don't get to tell me you fucking bitch, you know? Or anything like that, because one, it doesn't really sound nice, and it doesn't look like, from the outside people, it doesn't look very nice. It looks like, dang, these people are wild, or like you guys hitting each other, manoseándose and stuff like that. Like, that's kind of giving the other person the right to hit you and put hands and stuff like that. Maybe you're doing it playing, but one day like it can escalate, you know? I'm gonna get a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna do this color Malibu again, and then this one was Salvadoreña, and then I don't know what's the other one that I use, but this is how it's looking. And I'm just gonna get Malibu and just slightly burn, I forgot how to say blend, the outside shadows. Another thing is like, have respect for your partner, like when you go out and stuff. Don't be checking out on other people. I know like there's other people that are like really good looking and stuff, but like don't make it obvious, and don't be looking like, you know, or like don't be flirting, because I know some people, like the waitress be flirting with them y le siguen el rollo instead of like putting a stop to it. Like, I know it feels nice for somebody to flirt with you, and it makes you feel like, dang, I got it. But it's disrespectful to your partner. It's disrespectful to yourself too, because you have someone, and that shouldn't make you be like, oh dang, like I can pull them too if I wanted to, or you know, just having that respect of not flirting with others, and knowing like, okay, I have a man, like I need to behave. At least that's my thinking. I think it's very disrespectful when you go out with your partner. I'm not saying do it when they're not there, but like I've seen guys, or like, for instance, I was with a friend and her man went to Twin Peaks. I didn't even know what that was, but it's like, I guess like a Hooters, and he was talking in front of her about how the waitresses there were like really hot, and they had big, you know, and like my friend got all upset, and I understand why. I didn't know what it was, but like now I'm thinking, like going back to them, like, yeah, that was like kind of disrespectful. Like, you're not with your guy friends, you know? And it kind of like makes you a little insecure, makes you like, dang, my body's not on fleek like that, like you know, I don't know. It just makes you think things that you shouldn't want to put that in your partner's mind. And I know también, like, other people don't like when they are like watching TV or something and they're like, dang, that girl's hot, or dang, that guy is so oof, you know. So just be mindful of your partner. Like I said, take their feelings into consideration, like what they don't want. I mean, make sure they tell you, pero también, like, you're not gonna throw a fit. What? You're not gonna throw a fit if this is the first time bringing it up to your partner, or your partner's doing that and that gets you upset. Like, no, you talk about it and be like, hey babe, I don't like that. That makes me feel some type of way. Like, I don't really care with celebrities or people on TV and stuff, because my boyfriend's celebrity crush is, what is her name? Oh, Madison Beer, and I do not look anything like her. My body's not even anything like her, you know? But I don't feel insecure about it. I even have like an eyeshadow palette of her, and I think she's really pretty. I think she's really pretty, and like, it doesn't make me jealous and stuff, but I would see why it would kind of make you feel like, damn, is that his type and I'm not his type? Like, why is he with me? Or if somebody that looks like that comes and tries to get at him, like, will he leave me and stuff? Like, for me, it's not that serious, but I know for some people it is, you know? So let's have respect for everyone, and just getting to know what your partner really likes and doesn't like, and just going from there. Like, sometimes we get in a relationship and we want to put our feelings, like, when we're hurt. So if you hurt us, I want to hurt you back. If you like crush my feelings, I want to destroy yours. And sometimes that's how I used to be, but sometimes that's not how it is. Maybe they didn't bring it, or like the way they said it, or the way they did what they did wasn't meant to come out that way, but that's how you took it. It's better to talk, and communicating is really, really hard, because sadly we don't grow up with the best communication with their parents, and we get yelled at and hit, and that's the way to have discipline, or, you know. But that's not how you communicate with, like, physical violence or being rude or yelling or cussing or anything like that of that sorts. It's better to, like, what I do now, if I like get a little upset, because I'm a enojona. If I get upset, I just let it be. I just quiet down a little bit, or I'll be like, I don't want to talk to you right now, I'm kind of mad. And just give me space, and then once I'm calm, then I tell them, like, dude, I didn't like this. That was kind of selfish on your part, and it hurt me, you know. And I used to be super bad at doing that. I would just be like, okay, you made me feel like that, I'm gonna make you feel even worse. Or también, like, knowing that sometimes you have to let it go for the best of your relationship. Si no van a durar like weeks mad at each other, you know? Like, if something affected you, if you were mad for that day, will make it be like, okay, I'm gonna be mad, gonna process, and then talk about it, and just let it go. Don't hold on to it. If you've already talked about it, it's meant for you guys to fix it for next time. So you staying in that mad place is not gonna solve anything, and it's not gonna move you guys forward. I'm thinking what I want to do. There's this blue, shiny blue. There's this one. And there's this one. This one's really pretty. Should we do this one? Let me swatch them. Not the best swatcher, but I'm feeling this one. What do you think? And then we put this one on top. What do you guys think? I'm thinking this one. Maybe then put this one on top. What was I saying? That yeah, I learned that was one of the biggest things for me. I would durar like 3 days, a whole week mad, like shut down. I don't want to talk about it. I'm mad you did this, but sometimes just let it go. And don't take things like too personal. So I'm gonna do this one. This one's called Bougie. I'm gonna put it in my lid. So pretty, guys. Not so sometimes like not taking things too serious or too at heart is gonna solve a lot of things, because that would be another thing. My number one thing that it would make me upset would be taking things too at heart, where they didn't mean it like that. I would get butthurt really easily. Now I'm just like, I let it go. I don't want to spend a lot of time being mad or being sad or crying or being depressed. Oh, she's so pretty. Because honestly, you're just hurting yourself, not anybody else. So not taking like certain things a person says, like, oh my god, why did you say that, or why are you doing that, or just let them be. Another thing for me is giving them space. Before I was like so clingy, and I just wanted them out to myself, because I'm like, oh my god, if I give them some space, se me va a ir y va a venir otra y se lo va a llevar y me lo va a quitar y quién sabe qué, you know. And now I like it better because it gives them a chance to miss me and a chance for me to miss them, because after a while, I don't know si les pasado a ustedes, but I know from with my first relationship and even with my second one, but mostly my first one. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm gonna do this lighter one like in the inner corner, or like right here. Oh my gosh, se me va el rollo. Like after being with the person for like, let's say after year 1, I was already bored. Like I needed something more, and then it turned it into like a routine, and I feel like I didn't respect them as I did, or like felt like as in love as I did, because we would talk on the phone 24/7. We would see each other 24/7. So I knew regardless they would always be there, you know, and I would take them for granted, which that's not what it's about. It's about letting them be their own person and coming back to you and having that trust. That's like a big one. Just know that if they're with you, it's because they love you and you have a good personality. And just having trust of like, if they're gonna cheat on you, they're gonna cheat on you regardless you taking care of them or not. I'm gonna put this blue eyeliner in my waterline. And just know that trust is the biggest thing. If you don't trust the person, then why are you even with them? Because you're always gonna doubt them. That's always gonna be a fight. You're always gonna think that they're gonna be doing shady things. Oh my gosh. I'm like I have a lot of fallout. I'm gonna get Salvadoreña, this one, and put it in the bottom one. I was saying, if you don't trust this person, like, why are you even with them? Because you're always going to be on your guard. You're always going to think they're doing something. You're always going to want to check their phone. You're always going to want to be checking what they're doing. And you're not going to have peace of mind. In a relationship, there should be peace, because you're planning to be with this person for the rest of your life. If that's 40, 50 years. And not having peace in a relationship is really going to take a toll on your mental health, on who you are as a person, you know? And it's exhausting. So like I was saying, if somebody's gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat. Whether you find out or whether you're on guard, they're gonna find the way to do it. Your partner and you deserve to do, and even them, like if you're not the toxica and it's your partner, like you're gonna have to have a sentarlos y hablar con ellos and be like, hey, I need to be able to do me, whether that is going out with your friends. Sometimes there's even couples that don't let you even hang out with your own family because they feel some type of way, or they don't trust you, or they feel that you're gonna be not with your family, and or they get jealous of your own family, which is crazy. But you need to be able to have space and have that like trust in them, that they're allowed to go out with their friends. Like with my boyfriend, people are like, what the heck, like you let him go to the club with his friends? And honestly, I do, because I trust him and I know what kind of man I have. And honestly, I'm nobody's mom. Not yet, at least. To be telling him not what to do and what not to do. Like, he knows what would bother me. And like I told him, like, don't do what you wouldn't want me to do, you know? And I like going to the club and dancing. Like, I don't go to get hit on guys, or to take a guy home, or to go with the home with some guy. I go to drink, get litty, and have a good time. And knowing him and his friends, like, he's geeky, so I know that, like, I trust him that he won't do that, or he won't do something to hurt me. And I think that's how it should always be. And I did, like, I was talking to, I just need to clean this out, or clean this off. With some lashes, and I really like it. But like I was telling his sister, like, in this relationship, I am 100% doing things so different that I got myself pregnant. No, but I'm doing things like so different that it's kind of scary, because I'm in a super vulnerable place. I'm not with my guard up, being like, oh my God, I'm gonna take care of my heart. Well, I am still taking care of my heart. Look at my hand. But not in the way that, like, oh my God, I'm on guard. Like, if he hurts me, I'm gonna hurt him back, or I'm gonna hurt him before he hurts me, or just being like shut down about everything. Like, no. And I tell her, like, if he were to ever do something, like, it's gonna really, 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 really hurt me, because I'm honestly, like, so open, so, like, different in the way that I care about his feelings. Like, I love him so much, and he's like my baby, that I don't want to do anything to make him mad, to, like, hurt him in any shape, form, or any type of way that I feel like, oh my God, like, if I do this, I'm gonna hurt him and I'm gonna feel so bad, you know? And before, I'm like, no, I'm gonna hurt him first before he hurts me, so he can see how badass of a girl I am, or, you know? And now I'm like, no, like, I just let things go. And it's just like the friendship that I want to keep, and I know how good we are, así sin pelear, that's how I want to keep it. Like, there's no reason for me to fight. And before, it was like I was celosa, I was posesiva, and I mean, I'm still a little possessive, but I don't know, like, I feel free. I feel like, do you, boo, I'm here, and, like, we'll see where this takes us, you know? And that's another thing, like, with having a healthy relationship, putting their feelings first. Of course, as long as they're respecting you and putting your, like, I think it should be vice versa. They should care for your feelings first, and you should care for their feelings first. Because sometimes we put our feelings first, and then that's when it's only about us and what we want, or what they want. They want let's say, they want to go out and party and stuff, and sometimes that you're the type of person that you're not okay with that, and it has to come into an agreement, like, okay, I'll let you go out with your friends and have lunch or dinner, but I won't let you go to the club. And that's okay. Not everybody's the same, but you have to come to that agreement. You have to have that communication. You have to have that trust. So it all goes together. But it's really just growing and learning and knowing what you want, and knowing that I didn't want this relationship to be like my last, because my last ones didn't work out. So clearly I was doing something wrong. I wanted to share that just because it took me a lot. I mean, it took me from being 17 with my first relationship to like 27, so it's 10 years to realize that the issue was me, that I didn't know how to trust, that I didn't know how to give them space. Sometimes guys se sofocan, or like nosotros nos sofocamos. But this is just an insight of me and what I've learned, and by any means I'm not perfect. My relationship is not perfect, my boyfriend is not perfect, and that's what I learned as well, that I wanted a perfect man, like in the movies and doing everything right. And but honestly, there's gonna be things that you're gonna have to put up with, or things that you're gonna be okay with. It's either you try to look for somebody else that checks all the boxes, or you stay and not settle, but you see the good instead of the bad. For instance, like, I don't have an issue with my boyfriend, like, no celoso, he doesn't party, he doesn't drink, he doesn't do any kind of drugs. Like, I mean, his drug is probably playing video games all freaking day. But one thing that he is like I have to be on top of him, like managing money wise, and like he's not very romantic, or like detallista, like detail oriented, and I am. And yes, that's kind of like, oh man, I wish I had that, but it's not the end of the world. It's not like, oh my god, I'm gonna leave him because he doesn't freaking fill my bed with flowers. But I think when I was younger, I used to have this checkbox, like this list of what I wanted, and if I didn't have that, like, I wouldn't date that guy, you know. And honestly, I have not found anybody that comes or compares as being as perfect as him, like to what I'm looking for. And I don't know why this lash is being crazy, but just like that, sometimes we want them to check up all the boxes, or he doesn't treat me bad, he lets me do me, like I don't have a curfew. He has a curfew, but just because he works. And because, oh my god, he doesn't like going out really late either. So see, like, I'm not like, I tell him, like, we're so opposites. Like, he likes to come home early, he doesn't really like to party, even though I met him at the club. But let me know if you want to know how we met. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I know being in a relationship, sometimes you have good times, sometimes you have sad times, but just make sure that the person you're with is worth it, and they're giving you peace of mind, and they're protecting your heart, so you can protect them. Like, you're not gonna go 100% vulnerable on a person that's freaking hitting you and disrespecting you. I like this color combo. I kind of thought I was gonna go a little bit more pastel, but this is so pretty. You can use it on the daytime and a night look too. I hope you enjoyed it. Like always, if you did, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below what kind of color I should do next, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.